Hi guys, welcome to another video. Quick update how the process is going with the stores and also like about my journey because many people don't realize yet how my journey was, which kind of steps I went through, and also I get so many questions about what's going on with Samuel and stuff like that. So basically about the stores, I can tell that we are on a really good way right now, that we are right now at almost 9k per day. How I also said like in the story on Instagram, I think like 2 days ago, that we're gonna hit the 10k per day next week, and we almost gonna hit that today, maybe tomorrow or like maybe the next day. So really good, constantly on a free ROAS, on average 30% profit margins, which is really good because we focus now more like on the profit margins, as I said before, and not that much more on the revenue. And we're gonna open like two new shops this week or like upcoming week, just to have even more revenue, more profit margins, and also to minimize our risk and to have it like on multiple stores, not scaling too fast, scaling up bit by bit. And that's how we basically gonna reach the 500k per day. And like the testing and our testing strategy, our research strategy of products is so insane that we hit like almost two of five products winners, which is insane. Because before, when I joined MC, for example, back then I did like a lot of Facebook ad library research method, which took me like a lot hours per day, and the hit rate was not that great, to be honest. But after a few months of doing dropshipping, I understood so much more about the space, about e-commerce, about dropshipping, how to do the research properly and stuff like that. Also just thinking a little bit of logically and putting a lot of effort and dedication into this game. And since then we managed to improve on our research method, our like marketing research, product research, also like optimizing the back end of the store, optimizing on the back end itself of the entire business. And since then we are launching stores, making them profitable since almost the second day, first day even. Like the last shop, it was profitable since day one, which is incredibly good because usually you need to test and then you lose money in the beginning. But with that store, we immediately crushed it and doing like 30% in average after just 2 weeks. Like profit margin, that's insane. And about like the process, like as many of you guys know, I joined MC in July. I did July 24, I did 150k in revenue. I just checked within the 3 months, but I was offline for like 2 weeks. So for the last 2 weeks I was offline because I had a Shopify hold, because I scaled too fast on a European PayPal. It was not that good. But then I recovered, and after in mid-October I started again. In that time it took me 4.5 thousand euro to find a second winner. Like I tested so many products. Like back then it was so lucky to find a product just doing the ad library method, and right now we don't even doing it anymore. We are having like own research methods with better validation, with proper research, and not just looking on the impressions and stuff like that. Well, you can do it, but the hit rate will not be that high. And right now we have so many different methods how to search for products and stuff like that. And with that kind of methods, we get like so high hit rates, which is kind of insane. Like almost, as I said, like 2 or 5, 3 or 5 products are basically good products and almost winners. And and then when the coaching was ended, I started with the coaching. After the coaching of the 3 months was ended, like I had also a good coach. Having a good coach is also like a big factor if you get successful or not. But my coach was actually very good, so props on that. And as soon as the coaching was over, it took me, like I said, like almost 1 month to find a winner. And then in November, I joined the coaching. So I was a coach by myself in MC. I had by then 15 students every month. And then I realized that coaching people, especially beginners with a low budget, it can be a headache because they have, as I said, like no budget. And also, if they start losing their first money, yeah, they get not like they're losing interest, losing motivation because they don't see immediately success. And yeah, like with time also, and high volume of customers and basically bad leads of students, the quality of the coaching also like became less, and that was also reflected on the coaches because coaches were also like closed too fast, and this also reflects on bad students and then also bad results. And yeah, that's what I also like realized, that my students, they shouldn't get closed because they didn't had enough budget to scale, to buy structures, to have a good backend, because you need money for that. You can't just start dropshipping with 500 euros or 1,000 euros. That's not possible. Like, you need to be very lucky. You need to find a product within the first 10 products if you want to crush it. But the chances that you're gonna hit that, it's like so low. So yeah, that's why I always say bring budget if you want to start dropshipping, and then you can do it. But not with only 1,000 or 2,000 in your bank account. And then in December, basically, we immediately crushed it. From the second week on, we scaled, or like basically from December over January, we scaled in 20 days to 900,000 in total. And our best day was 143,000, which is amazing. And we learned so many things on that scaling, like how you increase your average order value. Like before we scaled to 900,000 in total, we had an average order value of 65 euro. But after the 900k, we had an average order value of 110 euros. So almost 100% in increasement. So 50 euro more per order, which is insane. And also, and we just like we gained so much knowledge on that ride, which is insane. And also like how you basically make a proper scaling. When do you scale? How do you scale? And how do you also research products and what you can do with your store, how to optimize the store, how to optimize the conversion rate of the store. So we gained a lot of knowledge by just doing e-commerce for almost 14 hours a day, focusing on your store, optimizing the store, and working also on your backend, because on your backend you also can do a lot of money, which basically 90% of the people are not doing, and that's why also they're not successful with dropshipping. And yeah, then I stopped basically being a coach at MC because I realized that first, I'm doing way too much money to be a coach there, and second, I didn't like that I get so many, like, let's say not bad students, but like low quality students, because I was like a more like a mental coach back then, and I didn't like it because I know how to make money with dropshipping, and I want to teach people how to make it as well. But I couldn't teach them how to do it because they had mental issues. Like one guy took almost 2 months to create a store, and I can't work with these people. Like, it's impossible. Because you need to do basically what I teach you, and if you don't do it, it will be hard for me to keep training you or to keep coaching you, because I also will lose my interest, because time is like really valuable. And if I see you don't respect that, then I really don't invest my time also in you if you don't respect my time. So that's really it about it. And then, well, what I did is I put all my knowledge into a community, and also teaching people now how to do it, basically how to how to test products, how to research products, like basically everything from A to Z, and made their own community after leaving MC. And basically all the knowledge I gained from my crazy ride, and also um, from my entire journey, or like my 8 years of experience of e-commerce, everything like basically on one place for just €1 per day. And people like it. People like the community. Right now I'm also coaching some people. Some people already have like great success, but I just started coaching them, so that's another story. But and I also don't want to advertise on coaching and stuff like that. That's not where we make our money, because that's also like how we do it. Like, we make money with dropshipping stores. We don't make money with the coaching. It's bullshit. Coaching is only there for my personal brand to have some successful students, and that's really it. Like I'm not pushing it, and our approach is also way different. Our community is based on services we also provided by ourselves, used by ourselves before. No, these are good, and then we provide it to the community. Also, like you will find so many videos there about different topics which you basically need from A to Z. And also every week or every 2 weeks, like weekly updated videos about new topics, about new questions. And also every Sunday we have Q&A calls. Sometimes also like we have new partners or like special guests in there in the future. So this is also very good to hear like some different stories from other people, like maybe from their journey, how they scaled, how they did it and stuff like that. So like if you don't join, I don't know anymore. But yeah, since then we are just launching new stores and spreading the risk on every store and gonna hit the 500k per day within the 6 months, 100% sure. And yeah, it's going really good. And yeah, like people know, or like I can tell you that, for example, Samuel, I I basically saw him in May, April 2024, and since then I was following him, and I watched all his video basically. I was so like I was on YouTube, and he uploaded every third day, fourth like every fourth day a new video. I was like really happy about his videos because these videos gave me back then so much power, so much motivation to start dropshipping. And back then, what I basically did, as soon as I had like 20k, because back then I was struggling a little bit, but I managed to get 20k, and I used that basically to invest 10k into the coaching, and I had 10k left for advertisement, and I made it happen. But then what happened? I lost basically interest in watching his videos because I realized he's not really doing what he's preaching. Like I watched his videos back then; they were built way different. Back then, only videos about like how his day is structured, how how you can stay disciplined. Like really like videos which will motivate you to keep working and also like following his journey. But right now, like the last videos were only about partying, spending money, spending 1,000 years on bullshit. Yeah, like I renting a fucking big villa, but that's not real life. Like, is that really like what you're working for? Just spending and throwing money like around like a douchebag, to be honest. Like, what the fuck? Like, this is not really like what I like. And then this is the moment when I started unfollowing him because I just saw party spending 1,000 years on bullshit. And yeah, and also I realized that he's not really like doing what he's preaching. Like he says that he follows God and stuff like that every day, waking up at 4 a.m. That's bullshit. Like, why would you think that he's doing it? Like in the beginning, I really thought that he's doing it, but maybe he did it in the beginning when he was not that famous. But I realized that more famous he became, he really changed in person. And well, maybe not in person, but he changed on the videos and also on the style of the videos because then he only showed like buying a Lambo, buying that. Okay, it's nice, but why do you need to always every video make like about buying new things? That's bullshit. Like maybe focus on value that you give to the people and stuff like that, giving a motivational speech. That kind of videos were good back in the days, and I watched every video of that because this gave me so much motivation. And also like when I was struggling, these videos helped me basically getting out of this comfort zone. Like I stepped out of this, and that's why also we are there. We are where we are right now. But with these last videos, I knew that this guy is gonna fall very hard. He's gonna fuck up his life very hard because I only saw videos, and and if you are like basically if you yeah we are young and everybody I think will be in contact with such things. Maybe not use them, but you will realize how people will be on some chemicals or some bullshit things. And you can also see that on some of his videos. And this is like this was the moment when I was like, okay, man, this is not gonna end good. And yeah, this is actually what happened. Like I and yeah, that's fucked up. Like I don't really like I wished him always the best, but How can you be in that case that stupid to waste your life, which you build it within a short time, and waste your life by just partying and taking bullshit? Like, why are you like this? And also, like, why you do this in Dubai? Like, in Dubai, if you have also money and you're in jail, you can't do shit. You cannot buy yourself out for 10 million, 50 million, 20 million. They will laugh at you. They will say, no, bro, here you are not over the law, you're under the law. And if you don't follow the rules, you're getting fucked. And that's why I also like this country so much, because they are strict, and this should be like a country, no corruption, and that's what I like here. But yeah, like, why you don't take your shit in other places? Like, he had so much money, like he was flying from B to A to B, making so much party. Yeah, like, keep it there, and also don't make videos about partying and girls and stuff like that. You can do way better than that. And he actually did before, but yeah, with the time he changed, which is like, which like, I myself really sad, because he in the beginning was really the guy I looked up for. But like, while I was more into details and more like into MC and stuff like that, I was like, bro, like, this guy, I don't know, like, this is not gonna end good. And yeah, man, it didn't actually end good. Like, I, of course, never wanted him to be in that position right now, but it's sad to see, because he was actually probably like a good guy in the beginning, but actually I think that kind amount of money he was making per day made him crazy. And I think the devil really took him over, and he hadn't control anymore over himself, because once you're basically into this mood, it is really hard to get out of it. And I think this thing like really like fuck him up so hard that he couldn't go out of this scene anymore. And then basically what happened, yeah, well, you feel secured probably when you have so much money. You feel secured, you feel safe, but in the end of the day, you're still like a human with such multiple O's in your bank account. But that's it, you're still like a normal person. And yeah, you're still not in a goat mode, and that's, I think, what he forgot. And yeah, so, and after knowing what actually happened, I don't believe anything what he said about God and stuff like that. So that's this also a thing which basically fucks up, because now I totally think different about him. And yeah, man, guys, that's really it about the video. And I hope I can motivate you also with my journey, because many of you people also following me already. So my journey from A to Z, how I was in Nuremberg, in a really small city, doing already like 10k, 20k, and then hitting 143,000 within like doing 6 months of dropshipping. And now we are basically, I don't know if you can see it that good. Yeah, it's like, yeah, you can't see it, but here you can see our setup. So we are working really good with a nice back view, also the birch back then. But yeah, guys, so this is the video. I hope you also learn a lesson from that, that even if you have a lot of money, don't get crazy about that. And see you in the next video. Bye bye.